Some penalties don't get missed, they get branded into football history. One step, one swing, and the whole stadium changes temperature. Tonight, we're counting down 10 penalty misses you never forget because the moment didn't end at the final whistle. Starting with number 10, Kingsley, Coman and Aurélien Tchouaméni in the 2022 World Cup final. This wasn't a random shootout, it was the biggest stage football has, after a 3-3 epic dragged everyone into that lonely walk from the centre circle. France needed perfect nerves. Instead, the moment became Emilio Martinez's playground. Coman steps up, calm face, heavy boots, and Martinez reads it and saves. Suddenly, France aren't chasing a trophy, they're chasing the shootout. Then Tchouaméni takes the next one, with the weight doubled and he pulls it wide. No keeper heroics needed, just that brutal miss that makes the stadium roar on one side and go silent on the other. Those two kicks didn't just slip away, they shifted momentum, wrote the turning point of a World Cup final and glued those images into football history. And when the winning kick finally drops, you're not thinking about the celebration, you're replaying those two moments forever. At number 9, Asamoah Gyan, Ghana vs Uruguay World Cup 2010. Extra time is basically over and a penalty arrives with the kind of weight you usually only see in movies. Suarez is inconsolable, but Asamoah Gyan doesn't care. Score it and Ghana reach the semi-final, the first African team ever to get that close. Miss it and the chance may not come again. Gyan takes the ball, breathes and swings. It hits the crossbar and rockets out. That sound is the moment. For a second, it feels like time stops. You can see his shoulders drop as the ball spins away and the dream goes quiet. Players freeze, fans grab heads, and Africa goes into shock. The match goes to a shootout next and Ghana lose, so the miss becomes a hinge in the story. Years later, people still argue about the drama and the destiny, but the image that lives longest is Gyan staring after the ball, knowing what just slipped away, and the next miss feels like the whole stadium was pushing against the kicker. Number 8, Mohamed Salah in Egypt's 2022 World Cup playoff against Senegal. The storyline was already tense. A rematch of the AFCON final. The same opponent, the same nerve test, and only one ticket to Qatar. In Dakar, Senegal score early. The aggregate is level and the match crawls into penalties. Even before he strikes, you can see doubt trying to land on him. The walk to the spot feels longer than the pitch, and the crowd turns the air into pressure. With lasers flashing and noise pouring down, Salah stands there as captain, knowing a whole nation is begging for one clean strike. He hits it and sends it over the bar. No save, no rebound, just a miss that hangs in the night. Senegal edged the shootout and Egypt's World Cup ends on that frame. For Salah, it becomes one of those moments people replay whenever they talk about cruel football. Number 7, the Euro 2020 final at Wembley. And there's not one, not two, but 3 penalties England will never stop replaying. Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho and Bukayo Saka. England had taken Italy all the way. The crowd was already dreaming of the trophy lifting at home. Then the shootout arrives and the mood flips from party to pressure in seconds. They were brought on late, cold, off the bench, asked to take the loudest kicks of the night. Rashford does the stutter run-up, waits, and clips the post. The sound is a gut punch. Sancho goes next. He keeps it low, but the keeper reads it and gets a hand to it. Now England are chasing again. And then Saka, still so young, walks up with the weight of a whole country on his shoulders. His shot is saved too. 3 misses in a row turned "It's coming home" into heartbreak. That's why this one lives forever. Quick one, if you're enjoying this countdown, hit like and subscribe because the next ones get even more legendary. Next up, number 6, the 2006 World Cup final. You probably remember this match for the Zidane headbutt, the one moment that hijacked the entire 2006 World Cup final. It was supposed to be his farewell, a last lift, a perfect ending. Instead, it turned into chaos, a red card, and a penalty shootout that felt like a trial. And right in the middle of that, David Trezeguet steps up. Not just any player, he is the guy who once scored a golden goal to win France a major trophy. So in your head, you almost expect the net to ripple. But he hits the bar hard. The ball crashes down and bounces out. No goal, no second chance. Just that brutal metallic sound that tells you everything is slipping. Italy take control from there, and when the final penalty goes in, the story is locked. Zidane's farewell becomes a tragedy, and Trezeguet's miss becomes the snap of the thread that France couldn't tie back together. At number 5, John Terry in the 2008 Champions League final. Chelsea were one kick away from the biggest trophy of their lives. They haven't won this elusive cup before. It's raining in Moscow, the pitch is slick, and the shootout has already swung once because Cristiano Ronaldo had missed. So when Terry, the captain, walks up, it feels like the script is done. Score this and it's over. He places it, takes that familiar stride, and you can almost see the trophy in his hands before he even strikes it. Then his plant foot slips. In a split second, everything goes wrong. The ball smacks the post instead of the net, and the camera catches Terry turning away like he can't even watch the reality land. Chelsea eventually won the cup later in 2012, but the moment is broken. United finish it, and that slip becomes one of football's most replayed images. Sliding in at number 4, Gareth Southgate at Euro 96. The semi-final that still feels like a scar in English football memory. It's Wembley against Germany. It's a night when the whole country is convinced this is finally the year it changes. 90 minutes can't split them. Extra time can't split them. So it goes to penalties, where England's confidence always feels like it's standing on thin ice. Kick after kick goes in, and suddenly it's deep into the shootout. Southgate steps up as the sixth taker, not a superstar forward, just a defender carrying a moment bigger than his job title. He hits it low, the keeper reads it, and the save happens fast and clean. The sound isn't loud like a post, it's worse. It's that instant silence when you know the story just turned. Germany score next, and England are out. That miss didn't just end a match, it helped define a whole era. Number 3, Real Madrid versus Bayern in the 2012 Champions League semi-final. But first, the context. This wasn't today's Real Madrid with 5 Champions League titles since 2014 alone. Back then, they were still living in a 10-year European Cup drought since 2002, still chasing that elusive La Decima. And under Mourinho, they were flying. Record-breaking league form, a 100-point La Liga season with 121 goals, playing like a machine that could overwhelm anyone. In that moment, it genuinely felt if they got past Bayern, the trophy was right there waiting. They dragged it back across 2 legs, forced extra time at the Bernabeu, and then it landed in the cruelest place possible: penalties. The one part of football where reputation doesn't protect you. Then the shootout happens, and reality turns cruel. Cristiano Ronaldo misses. Kaká is saved. Sergio Ramos sends his over. 3 giants, 3 misses in one night. And as soon as Bayern's winning kick goes in, it feels like Madrid's drought got heavier, not lighter. Number 2, Brahim Diaz in the very recent AFCON 2025 final. Morocco hosting and carrying a 50-year title weight. Late in stoppage time, VAR gives Morocco a penalty and the stadium goes into chaos. Senegal protest and even walk off, and Diaz is left standing there waiting and waiting. About 17 minutes before he can finally take it. When he does, he tries a panenka, a soft chip that screams confidence. But Edouard Mendy doesn't bite. He catches it clean, and you can feel the air leave the place. The replay is brutal. Diaz turns away, then looks back at Mendy holding it. In a final already boiling, that chip becomes the loudest silence. Senegal score in extra time and win 1-0, and that single decision at the spot, the surrounding drama, the failure as the host, will be the moment everyone argues about for years. And finally, our number 1, Roberto Baggio in the 1994 World Cup final. This is the penalty miss people picture even if they weren't alive to watch it live. Italy and Brazil are locked at 0-0 after extra time. No chaos, no comeback, just pure tension. Then penalties strip everything down to one man and one ball. Baggio is not some random taker either. He's the reason Italy are even in that final. The one carrying the hopes of a whole country through the tournament. And that's why the moment hits like a wall. He walks up, leans in, strikes it, and it rises over the bar. Not saved, not tipped, just gone. Brazil win, and football gets one of its most famous images. Baggio standing still, staring into space, like the sport just took something from him. One kick, one frame, permanent history. If you made it this far, you already know these misses live forever, so drop your number one in the comments because I know someone's list is different. Hit like and subscribe if you want more football moments that changed history, and click the next video on your screen right now. We'll catch you in the next one.